Hi, my name is Cameron A. Bailey Sr. I'm 51. I'm a service-connected disabled veteran. I'm also what some people call black. You can notice the complexion here. Yeah, see? Just, okay. Here's the thing. Why did I mention those things? I'll tell you why I mentioned those things. These things, for me, have had an impact not only on how I see myself, but how I see myself compared to others in the world. I believe that each person, each one of us, we've been born and are alive, and we believe that we have been, from the life that the family that we're born into, our demographics, and what we learn in school and from interacting with others as we continue to live. We form an opinion of ourselves. Sometimes the opinion that we form of ourselves is also based to some degree from what others say to us about ourselves. Or, in other words, part of the things that I had come to believe about myself was based on what others said to me, how they interacted with me, and other things that are said within society that I'm aware of. And then there are things that's said about me or my demographics that I'm unaware of, but said to other people. Now, with all of this, the reason that I'm mentioning this is because it has an impact on what is called self-image. How I see myself, how I view myself, how I identify myself. It also has an impact on self-esteem. Now, here's the thing. Here's another thing. Oh, by the way, what I'm going to remember the numbers 3, 4, 8. We're going to get to that, but remember the numbers 3, 4, 8. Okay, so now, some of the things that I've heard said is that we are all dealt different cards. That some people are born with silver spoons in their mouths. Black people are oppressed. Black people are always have a slave mentality. White people have favor. There is some opposition and some truths to these things and more. However, I need you to understand there is a big difference between what is said and what one subscribes to. Anything can be said, but the only thing that matters is what I have subscribed to. What do I mean by what I have subscribed to? So, for example, let's see, how do I say this? I'm not a billionaire yet. Some people who know me will say that some people who know me have or not have their own opinion. Even by now at this point, if you're still watching the video, you have formed some opinion about me. And then there are those who haven't. Great. Now, if you say, or if someone says to me or makes a comment that I am illiterate, I don't know what I'm talking about, or that I'm stupid, what I'm saying is a bunch of hogwash, that's fine. Now, the difference is, I love this. That's something that my grandmother always tell me, that there is a difference, and knowing what the difference is. So the difference is, do I subscribe? Do I believe? Do I identify? Do I see myself? Do I believe what they say or said, or what is said about me? See, because if I identify, or if I subscribe to what is said about me by others, I don't know then that means that they are that person, that the person who has the message that I subscribe to, that I believe in, that I act from, that I embraces my perspective. That person is the person that's in control. There was a time in my life when I did not know these things. So yes, there was a time when I believe that people were dealt different hands. But I've come to realize there are not different. We are not dealt different hands. We are not playing from a different deck. Bill Gates, you know the name Bill Gates? Donald Trump, you know the name Donald Trump from real estate. I know he was also president. Okay, but let's see. Oprah Winfrey. Do you know the name Oprah Winfrey? Okay. Warren Buffett. You know the name Warren Buffett. Who are some other people that are wealthy that you know of? No, seriously, go ahead. Take some time. Think of some other names of people that you know who are wealthy, who are rich, wealthy, multi-millionaires, billionaires. Think about it for a second. I want you to know that I am, you are, and all the people that you can think of, we're dealt the same hand. We have the same tools. It's not about the 24 hours that's in a day, but it's what you do with the time that you have. So now I want to talk to you now about 3, 4, and 8. Oh, by the way, this time of year, right now, today is December 16th, 2021. This is the time of year when a lot of people are talking about New Year's resolutions. Being a better person, doing new things, being different. Have a New Year resolution, an idea or an area of their life in which they want to be different or better. Okay? So now, we're talking about we are all the same, right? Let's start with 3. Remember the numbers 3, 4, 8 I said? Okay, so here's 3. Breath, mind, and body. Those are the 3. Breath, mind, and body. Take a deep breath. Exhale through your nose. No, this is not about meditation. That was a breath. If you are alive, every person that is alive has 3 things: breath, mind, and body. 3 things: breath, mind, and body. You are alive. Every one of us, whether it's the people that you know who are wealthy, those names, or you. Think about yourself and me. You don't know me, but we're talking here. We're having this conversation. By the way, thank you for your time. Thank you for staying with me so far. We all have a little bit more to go. We all have breath, mind, and body. That's 3. Okay? We are alive. There is no human being that is alive that does not have breath, mind, and body. Okay, yes, there are some differences among us with breath, mind, and body. All that means is that some things are more challenging to do, to accomplish than than it is for others. However, no matter what it is that you ever want to accomplish, that you ever want to be, that you ever want to do, I want you to know right now, it's possible. Look at the one gentleman named Vlasic. Consider him. Consider him. No more excuses. All right, now let's look. The next number is 4. 4. 4. Yeah, I know. That hand's a little ashy. I apologize. But the number 4. There are 4 things, only 4 things. There are only 4 things that make up the life experience. The life that you experience. There are only 4 things. What are those 4 things? I'll tell you what the 4 things are. Remember, we talked about 3. Breath, mind, and body. Now we're going to talk about 4. 4. Here are the 4 things. Thoughts, feelings, words, and actions. These 4 things combined together result in the sum total of what is called life, or the life experience. These 4 things, thoughts, feelings, words, and actions, are the 4 things that has always and will forever make up the results. See, it's not only, when I say thoughts, it's thoughts. See, what I think about myself, what I think, how I think, the things that I think about, the feelings. How do I feel about myself? How do I feel about situations? How do I feel? The words that I speak. How do I speak? What are the type of words or the language that I use? See, the words make a difference. But now the last thing is action. What actions? What are the things that I do? See, the things that I do reflects the words. The words reflects the feelings, and the feelings come from the thoughts. Have you ever been sad before? Let me say this. I've been sad before. This is what I used to do when I was sad. When I was sad, I would listen to blues music. I would listen to blues. Not. No, whatever my feeling is, I would. Okay, so I'd have a thought. The thought. I've been divorced. I've been divorced twice. Okay, so now why and all that, that's another story for another time. Now, I've been divorced, and I was sad about being divorced, and I was sad about being alone and lonely. Okay, yes, there was a part that I played in it. I've been through, but like I said, that's another story for another time. So now, when I was sad from being divorced, I listened to sad music. Because I listened to, and so I had sad thoughts from being divorced. So I felt sad. I listened to sad music, and I said sad words about myself while feeling sad, listening to sad music. Whoa, oh, poor me. Then the actions that I took supported the sadness. And so this is what I was doing. there was a sad event, and the event happened in a moment. Know the result, the culmination happened at the divorce. And so that moment was extended over periods of time, from listening to sad music and saying sad words about myself while listening to sad music. Sometimes I would say the sad words about myself and self-pity, having self-pity, and there would be no music. And so by the words of self-pity, I'd then turn on the music, sad music, returning to the sad thoughts. And so the actions that I ended up taking were not doing anything. Not only did I not do anything, but I went down what they call depression. And so I did less things. I did not socialize. I did less positive activities. The reason I'm sharing this with you is an example of the importance of 4: thoughts, feelings, words, and actions. It was those 4 things that resulted in my having the experience of depression. It was those 4 things, and feeding all into that one thing of sadness, that resulted in my having period of time during the depression of not eating, of not caring for myself. Oh boy, I apologize. See, we all have 3: breath, mind, and body. We all have the 4. We have thoughts, feelings, words, and actions that result in the life that we experience. Finally is the number 8. There's a process. I call this process the 8 laws of mindset. There are 8 specific steps using 3 and the 4 for one to be able to accomplish any goal in life that they desire. Let's see what I wrote. The 8 laws of mindset is not like the law of attraction, because it's not about attracting anything. The 8 laws of mindset is about possessing. The 8 laws of mindset is about being the best version of you. The 8 laws of mindset is having the best life ever. The 8 laws of mindset is about having a more fulfilling life. The 8 laws of mindset is not about a New Year's resolution. It's not it's not about waiting until the end of the year or the beginning of a new year to begin being a new you. The 8 laws of mindset is about being the best you right now, whatever time of the year it is, whatever day it is, no matter where you are in life. We all have the same things. We are all dealt the same cards. The difference is, what are you going to subscribe to? Hey, the best is yet to come.